From a community weary of grief, there were cheers for the first couple. Mr. Clinton came to Littleton with a message of healing.
You're all left with searing memories and scars and unanswered questions. There has to be healing. There have to be answers. And for those things that will not heal or cannot be answered, you have to learn to go on with your lives.
Mr. Clinton arrived in Littleton late in the afternoon and went immediately into a private meeting with families who lost loved ones in the shootings. The night before, Mr. Clinton had telephoned 5 Littleton students who are still hospitalized and did not expect to make it to the speech. During his address, the president told the Littleton community it must not lose heart.
Take care of yourselves and your families first. Take care of the school next. But remember, you can help America heal. And in so doing, you will speed the process of healing for yourselves.
One of the hospitalized students that the president telephoned last night was 15-year-old Sean Graves. He suffered a spinal cord wound in the shooting, but doctors tell us that he's doing much better. He's regained some feeling in his back and one of his legs. During his speech, Mr. Clinton called for a standing ovation for 2 hospitalized students who managed to make it to the auditorium. One of them was Sean Graves. Scott Pelley, CBS News, traveling with the president in Littleton, Colorado.
It's been a month since 15 people, including the 2 shooters, died in the high school massacre here in Littleton. The police investigation, though, is far from over. CBS's Jim Axelrod has the update on that.
Police tape and sympathy flowers still mark the perimeter of Columbine High School, but investigators hope to wrap up their work here within the next 2 weeks.
I will place the suspect's hard drive into what I call a guts machine.
The heart of the investigation now is a dozen miles away.
Just about anything that you can find on a piece of paper, you can find in a computer system.
In Agent Chuck Davis's lab at the Colorado Bureau of Investigation.
Approximately 15 computer systems have been taken from the 2 suspects, the school, and various associates.
Investigators are focusing on 10 to 12 friends of Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris, serving warrants on AOL and other internet providers, hoping to trace links between the gunman's computers and those who may have helped plan or carry out the attack.
I think there are probably some people out who had a pretty good idea that something serious was going to happen.
1 month later, 80 investigators are following 2,200 separate leads, 600 pieces of firearms evidence alone. And fragments of bombs exploded by investigators are now at an ATF lab in San Francisco. But tonight, it still appears that Klebold and Harris were the only 2 shooters, despite accounts from some students about a 3rd gunman in a white shirt.
Well, we found one of our dead suspects later had taken his coat off and did have a white shirt on.
The community here is anxious to see this crime scene become a high school once again. School officials are now telling students classes will indeed start at Columbine High sometime in the middle of August. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Littleton, Colorado.
And later in this broadcast, we'll catch you up with some of the teenagers wounded in the shooting here. Also ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News from Littleton, Hillary Clinton takes a step toward a Senate run. A worldwide... As we leave you this evening from Littleton, Colorado, a fresh reminder, if any is needed, that there are some wounds time does not heal, not for the victims or the people who love them. CBS's Cynthia Bowers has the story of lives changed forever.
My whole world's just completely fallen apart.
In some ways, Connie Mahalik still finds it difficult to believe what happened to her son Richard 1 month ago today.
Packed his lunch. I always say, well, I love you. You have a good day today. And he goes, love you too, Mom. And then for me to see him, you know, that night in the hospital, it's just surreal.
The 17-year-old was shot numerous times. He remains hospitalized with a spinal cord injury. His long-range outlook is still unknown.
And when he woke up, the first thing he asked really was, how's Rachel?
We're really realizing that, that she's dead.
Rachel Scott didn't make it. These days, her dad and little brother Craig try to hang on to the girl they loved and looked up to.
She taught me a lot about accepting other people, and I think parents need to learn from their kids.
Today, they watch Rachel on video and remember the girl who in the moments before her death was asked if she believed in God. She said yes and was gunned down.
They can't do anything else to hurt us anymore.
Senior Val Schnurr was wounded 8 times. She also stood up for her faith, but still struggles with forgiveness.
I can't move on with my life if I hate these people the rest of my life.
But Connie Mahalik is finding she can't move on. Not yet.
I just wish we could roll the clock back and let everything be the way it was. I just feel like we're all living in a nightmare.
A nightmare that just won't go away. Cynthia Bowers, CBS News, Littleton, Colorado.
And that's part of our world tonight. For the CBS Evening News, Dan Rather reporting from Littleton, Colorado.